Hello, everyone. I am jumping on this thing live. It is now 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I want to go live for a little bit tonight. I don't let my hair down, my little braids down. They looking kind of cute. You see my dimples and stuff? All right. But I wanted to go live tonight to talk about a few things about why you are not closing out on your prospects, on your leads. Let's get this thing popping and talking about this stuff. If you're coming in, please come in. If you catch a live, put an L for live. If you catch the replay later, put a R for replay, please. If you catch the live, you catch me live tonight, put that L for live. You get that replay, put R for replay later, right? Can y'all hear me? Turn me all the way up because we're going in tonight. Please call me all the motherfucking way up. My grandma watching, excuse me, grandma. You need to make sure I'm all the way up. What I'm telling y'all to turn me all the way up. So, if y'all watching me, y'all know who I be. If not, I'm Krista Cooper of Cohesive Consulting, right? And what I do is I help business owners get their back end systemized, automated, organized, and make sure their platform is great for when they get leads and they transition them easily over to what? Paid clients, okay? The transition is easy. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to dive in. Why you are not closing in on your prospects? Mainly because organization skills is all the way jacked up. You know what I mean? Organization skills are all the way jacked up. First off, what is your order of your process? You don't even have an intake form for people to fill out so you can know about their business when they're getting and they're paying for consultations for you. Even if you have consultations live, or not even live, paid or free consultations, how can they get in contact with you? You don't have a systematic way to tell them, this is what time we're meeting. This is how we're meeting virtually. This is how we're going to reach out either by phone, by email, or by Facebook Live, or even by video by Zoom or whatever you use, Skype or Google Hangouts or whatever. You have to have it all automated, but people know how the hell to meet with you. I actually just bought a product today, and it was not no follow. I'm like, well, where my product at? Does that make sense? You have to have it like where people don't have to reach out to you. If I had to reach out to you after I pay you, that's just too much work. You're supposed to make the whole transition smooth and easy. Just like these Fortune 500 companies, they make the transition into once you pay, you get a receipt. Why are people paying and not even getting an invoice? Because you manually doing everything. You got to get from behind the scenes. You got to stop working like you hustling. Automate your system so when somebody pay for you, then they should automatically get an invoice. They should automatically get a way of how we're going to be meeting, what time, confirmation. And the confirmation means the day of, the day prior, 15 minutes before. It should be a reminder for them. So you're supposed to be helping them out. They're paying for the services, but you're helping them out to remember because they don't pay you. That's what your system is for. They're paying for your processing system and making this shit easy. Does that make sense? Because it makes sense to me. I just want to make sure it makes sense to y'all, right? Thank you, Christina. Okay, so part of the process is making sure you have your processing system in place so when leads come to you and you want to transition them over to clients, to make sure that they understand the process. So you're making the process easy for them, as well as there's a few things once you have the process established of what you should be asking on your lead generation form. One of those questions is, what time zone are you in? You should not have yourself boxed in that you only servicing people in the city that you live in. I have served people in other states, so I need to know what time zone they're in. What that means is when they schedule me, it actually transitions to their time zone automatically because I got my systems like all the way pumped out, pimped out, all that. So I know, and it tells them what time it meets with them on their time zone, but it tells me what time it's meeting with me on my time zone. Does that make sense? You definitely have to have that established to ask them on the lead generator form as well what time zone you're in. So I let people know, hey, I'm in Georgia, I'm in Eastern Standard Time, but whatever your time is, it's fine. You can schedule it on my scheduler. It actually transitions to that automatically based on your time zone. Does that make sense? So those are one of those questions that you need to establish and have on your lead generation form of what time zone you in. Also, another question I have written down here because I have notes because I want to give y'all all the good business, right? Establish when their projects are starting. You have to establish their start date of their project that you're working on if you're service-based. Do you know why? Can someone tell me why you should establish when their project date starts? I wish I had the Jeopardy ding dun 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 dun. Okay, I'll tell you since nobody answered. The reason why you want to have an establishment of when that project starts, because you don't want to actually overwhelm yourself, because you can't take everybody's money trying to get to the money. If you got 4 clients onboarded right now, and they project starts when you're supposed to take another client on, you may be maxed out. So you need to know when their project due date or when their project expectation date start of their project. The scope of the work, when does it start? When do you expect your project? Because you may not be able to intake them on your job, on your services. You may not be able to offer your services to them because you could be full in business. So you definitely need to know when is their business, when is their project starting for their business. Or you can also offer them, if they start on a time that's not convenient with you, you can let them know, well, I'm full to capacity right now, but I will be offboarding a client in 2 weeks. So you can jump on in 2 weeks if you want to. You can push it out to that. And then for their convenience, for the inconvenience that you're giving them having to wait on it, offer them some type of compensation for that. Whether that be, I don't know, 5% off or something, or an additional service that you offer, or additional consultation. You offer 3 consultations doing the actual project scope. Well, offer them a 4th one at the convenience of you having to push back their date for their project. Does that make sense? So first and foremost, establish your time zones when you're asking on your lead generation form, as well as ask them when the project is supposed to start. Another vital question that you need to have on your lead generation form is, are you making this decision alone or with a spouse? Do y'all know why? Do y'all know why? Because when I first started doing consultations, I've had someone before tell me, after I gave them the good tea, good vital information for their business, how to grow it, how to scale it and everything. Well, I need to talk to my spouse and then I'll get back with you. Well, I need to talk to my spouse, I need to get back with you means really I'm okay, I'm good. But I'm going to use my spouse as a cop-out because whatever reason, you know what I'm saying? But if you ask that question on your lead generation form, what I have as a sidebar on my form as well is your spouse, or do you have someone that make decisions with you? If your spouse is involved, please have them there while we have this consultation. So we only have to do this consultation, guess what? 1 time. Because if not, if they don't say, well, let me get back with my spouse, that means sometimes you have to talk to somebody 2 times so they get 2 consultations for the price of 1. That's not what we're doing in 2019, baby. That's not what we're doing going forward in 2020. Do you hear me loud and clear? Ask these appropriate questions and qualify your client, your ideal client for your business by asking these questions on your lead generation forms. Okay, time zone, project date, as well as, are you making this damn decision by yourself or do you have a spouse involved? Because if you do have a spouse involved during this consultation, please schedule when your spouse is available. Does that make sense? Y'all both need to be there. If you don't run the wallet, I understand. But both of y'all need to be there to make this decision because I need to make this conversation 1 time. Does that make sense? Holla if you hear me right. If you understand, put you for understand. Because, it makes sense to me. I just need to make sure it makes sense for y'all. All right? Another thing that you should be putting on your lead generation form in your CRM system is this. What is the best way of communication that you like? Some people do not email officially. You may have clients that you may do a project for 3 months, but if they never answer the emails and you have detrimental questions that need to be answered, then the best method of communication needs to be put on that lead generation form, because you want to have a consistent flow of communication when you're talking back and forth with your clients, especially when you have projects. Okay, I have clients, I do email. I also have project boards. Okay, some of my clients are not keen to the project board and they don't understand the flow of it, even though the project management board is what I do. Everybody else don't do that. So I have clients who prefer email, but I ask those appropriate questions on my lead generation form, for guess what? I can be courteous of their time and my time. I'm not going to put something on a project board if you're not even checking that damn board. We're not going to do that. I'm going to respect you and your communication methods, your wish, and we're going to communicate in emails. That's what you prefer. Or if you prefer calls and I need to make a call with you and check in all the time, I need to know how to price you for additional calls that I'm having to make during that project scope, because that's my time. Does that make sense? Also, one of these questions people don't ask. People be afraid to ask people budget, but I have found a different way to ask people their budget, because some of these projects, I don't have a one price for all. It depends on sometimes what the client needs. Sometimes they need a combo of services that I offer, right? So if they need a combo of services that I offer, I don't ask them what their budget is. I mean, that's a little touchy-feely on some people when they I'm not trying to count your pockets. But what I will ask you on my lead generation form is this: what level of business are you at? Are you just starting? Or you have a startup business? Do you have an advanced business? Or do you have a business that's been going on for more than like 10 years? Goddamn, you can afford, like, you want 5 services? I'm going to give you 5 services. Does that make sense? Like, real deal thrill. You have to ask these questions. If you want to qualify your ideal client, then you need to stop being scared to ask appropriate questions. Otherwise, especially if you're doing free consultation, you're going to have 50 million people coming to you for free trying to pick your brain, even if you just offer to tell them like what the basic services you do and all you can offer them. They're going to try to sneak a question in or two. But if you ask some of them questions on your lead generation form when they're trying to schedule with you, right, you can eliminate all that backwash and all that like back and forth talk. Qualify your clients for you. And you qualify them by asking those appropriate questions on your lead generation form. Don't be scared. Your shit should not just say, please leave your name, your number, and your email. Want. Failure. I need to know what's your business name, how long you've been in business. Are you making the decision alone or with a spouse? Because if you are making it with a spouse, both of y'all behinds need to be there, okay? But I can talk to both of y'all. I'm not talking in between y'all when we on this consultation either. Y'all need to come to a consensus together, because I'm not finna disrespect nobody's household, but y'all need to be together doing this consultation though. As well as what time zone are you in, right? As well as not only what time zone, but when is your project date to start? All those are great. My phone is popping. All those are great questions to actually have and ask on your lead generation form, so you don't have to ask that stuff during consultation. My consultations are 45 minutes. I'm not going to be talking to you for 2 hours. I'm not going to do that. So I ask these questions on my lead generation forms to make sure that you are ready and I am ready. And then I know about your business already. Stop asking these basic questions of people's first name, their last name, their email and phone number. Qualify your ideal clients. Otherwise, you're trying to qualify everybody just trying to get to the money. Be specific with the questions that you are towards your business, that you can help them out to the fullest. If I'm just asking you generic questions, then what good is that? I'm qualifying my ideal clients for me, because I already know if you don't have a business, the only thing I can offer you is a business plan. Like, I'm not doing, like when I first started doing business, I was offering like the whole startup business, get your business registered with the state, with the EIN number. I'm not on that level no more. I have well advanced into integration of business and getting your stuff systemized and organized. So I work with businesses already established. However, if I don't ask those qualifying questions, I'm going to get any and everybody coming to me. And that's not what we're doing in 2019 and going forward. Okay? So, real quick. Y'all got some questions? Because I got some answers. Do y'all have any questions? Because I think I gave a dope, like, synopsis. Nina did these braids so good, y'all. She did. She showed out with these braids. Yes. I gave a great, and then I'm tongue-tied. I gave a great performance when it came to this live. So do you all have any questions? And I ain't got my glasses on tonight. I'm not doing it. Got any questions? Go ahead on, Sherry. Let's go, girl. And I am not endorsing any drinks. I usually have all my drinks in my teacup, in my tea mug. I just don't know what's going on today. I'm not doing it. But I'm not endorsing Fanta. Ask girl. Let's bring it. While she typing her question, y'all, does anybody else have any questions? Because I gave y'all this live for 15 minutes. I'll be going to like 20 minutes when my goal is only 10. So I'll be trying to make sure I get all this information over to you when it qualifies you to have this information where you can apply it to your business. And when you apply it to your business, come back and let your girl know how I help you out, because I know my information be great. It'd be really well. Really well. It'd be really good. Jesus be offense. All right, so if nobody have any questions, I'm going to wrap it up. The things that I talked about tonight was actually qualifying your clients to get your ideal clients, to stop trying to qualify everybody by asking the general basic ass questions. We're not doing that in 2019 and going forward. Ask questions such as what time zone you in, ask them when your project start date, ask them if they're making this decision alone, ask them what's my fourth question? The best methods of communication, as well as ask them the level of business that they're at. If they're just starting up in business, have they advanced in their business, or what level they're at. Okay. By having all these questions on your lead generation form, you think it deters them from answering? Because actually what I do is I have a video on my lead generation form. I'm gonna actually post it. Or already posted it. Okay, go to the top and click my link. I think I have a video on there, right? So I go over some of the questions, or I go over why I'm asking you these questions. But if you make it like 100 questions, yeah, they're gonna get deterred probably. But if they got like 10 questions, I mean, that just shows me they ain't ready to do no work. Because what I do, it requires work. And also what I do, I don't want to have clients, like I qualify my clients to the point where I don't accept clients that's not ready to put in the work, because it's a two-way street. I can't do and help your business by myself by doing the work that I need to. I need to see you, because I give you homework. I need you to work diligently with me. So that requires you to be communicable. That also requires you to put the work in and do the research that I'm giving you to do, because we're working together collectively. So if your ass is deterred by like 10 questions, then you're not even my client, because like you lazy. Sorry to say. So that shouldn't deter them from having like those lead generation questions, because those qualify them. And so once you talk to them, like to get them to fill out the lead generation form, you should also let them know, okay, I have a few questions on there so I can make sure that we're a perfect fit. You know what I mean? So, you know, we try to make sure that not only are you a perfect fit for me, but I need to make sure I'm a perfect fit for you. Because if not, then I can refer you to someone else. You don't even need to pay for this consultation. But at any given time, we need to make sure that we work good together. Is it? Yes. My lead generation form is in my CRM system, and my CRM system is actually embedded into my website. So my website and my CRM system works together. Like, I'm dope with it. And you are too, Sherry, because you do the same thing. Sherry actually creates websites. I mean, and it's not websites. She like creates like not them long ass photo pages that nobody reads. She creates beautiful websites and stuff. So she does implementation and integration as well. But I have a video on my lead generation form, but I have like 20 different lead generation forms. I really do, because I offer different services. And so on my lead generation forms, I have some that has like the workload, so it has a drop down button, and then some of them I have that's like for coaching and whatnot. That's a different form. So that link should have a video on there or something where I'm talking about the services aspect. Do I have a YouTube channel? I got a Facebook Live. I really do. I have a Facebook Live. I do have a YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is actually linked onto my CRM system where I have video on. Oh. Thank you. Yes, no, one read those. I was like, nah. Yeah, yeah, I understand. You have to qualify your clients. If you want to have those clients, like it's coming to you, it's so important that you qualify them. Otherwise, it's like you hungry for the money. And I ain't desperate for no change. Now, I got a little bit of bread, but I'm not hungry for it. But I need to make sure that my clients are qualified for me, because I'm not taking any of everybody's money, because some of that shit comes with a headache. And I can tell which client's gonna be a headache just by the process that it takes to get them the transition to a lead generation. If it's a headache, then I'm full to capacity. I don't have room for new clients. But that's when you know that you know, all money's not good money. There is a point to the process, and the process is to help people from my business get organized and automated. If they're not even ready to be automated and they just, because it's a level of business when it comes to automation, you should already have clients and making money in your business before you want to get automated, I should say. If you're just now starting, it's steps to this. It's levels to this thing in business. Get your website. Like, don't come to me for a CRM system. You don't have no website. Like, people need to know who you are. Make a presence. You have to have your social proof intact. You know what I'm saying? So all those things is levels of business. I mean, you ain't even established as a business owner because you don't even have an LLC or corporation, and you don't come to me for a CRM system either. Get your steps, get your levels up. So it's levels in business when it comes to professionalism. There's people that's still dealing and willing with one bank account. That shit gonna get you in trouble with IRS. You need to have a separate bank account as well, a business account and a personal account, a business savings account, and then a personal savings and checking account. And all that requires in order to get a business account, you have to have an LLC or corporation or an EIN number. So all this is being legal. We're not hustling back here. This is real deal business. Govern yourself accordingly, a business accordingly as well, okay? Get your stuff together. Yeah, and so that's what I'm saying. If you integrate the video into your lead generation form, the basic questions that somebody may have, that alleviates like having those long sessions where we talking for 2 hours in our consultations. We're not talking for 2 hours. You ain't pay for 2 hours. And I get dry mouth in 2 hours. I can't do that. I get sleepy after 30 minutes of talking on live. You know what I mean? And so, look, my eyes heavy as hell now. I'm about to go to bed. But the fact of the matter is, if you create a video and put it on your lead generation form, you can go over basic questions and answers, and you can also go over why you asking these certain questions, and you can let them know what you're doing and what the prospects are or what the scope of work is, and so they can be like, oh, she answered all questions. Like, let me go and fill this out. Let me go and pay. Oh, girl, we don't even need a consultation because we do need a consultation. I want to know what you feel. I need to make sure we're a fit. But I also want to go over those question and answers in the video to give you those points that matter prior to our consultation, to ease your mind, to see what, I mean, because and then when you pay for the consultation, girl, guess what? That money goes back towards your order. What? Seriously. So we dealing and willing professionally. You're paying for a consultation up front to make sure that you're respectful of my time, and I'm giving you this business tidbits. But also it goes back to your back end before I can make sure that you're serious in your business. Otherwise, people be calling you all day and night. And that's not what we're doing in 2019 and pulling forward. We're not doing that. All right. So let me see. Bear with me. I got my glass on. Especially on my website. My serious detail because you know how these people. Right. So if you create a video on your lead intake form or your lead generation form, tell them about the process, tell them about, the expectations, and answering basic question and answer, that would alleviate half the people up front that don't mean no business or don't mean you like no good, who just trying to get the information and run and take it with somebody else that's gonna do the job for a third of the price, but 10 times the headache, and then come back to you to fix it. I'm not fixing nobody's problems. Bring your behind over here first. Let me do it right for you. And let me just make sure you're good. Because when you come leave from me and you're good, you ain't got to go to nobody else. I'm going to integrate and pimp out your CRM system, okay? That's what we do over here. I'm going to make sure you're good and you organized when I actually help you to create your standards and operation. I'm going to make sure you're good with your employees and your independent contractor when it comes to your training modules. We all integration over here, baby. Nothing over here is going to be like fallible. Everything's going to be 10 and level up. And so I want to make sure we good. So don't think, okay, well, I don't want to go to them and because your charge is XYZ. I could go to somebody for fourth of the price. Well, you're going to get fourth of the due diligence. Your ass going to be looking crazy because you're going to have to pay twice now. You're going to have to pay for somebody to fix your problem and then do it all the way over. So stop losing money. You get what you pay for. That shit hit hard and it's true. Trust me. I don't know, but I mean that's what I heard because I don't deal business like that. All right, y'all got any more questions? Because I gave y'all some good business, and my I got to take this makeup off, honey. I got to tie these braids up and all this stuff. I think I gave y'all some good business tidbits. If y'all don't have any more questions, I'm going to let y'all go tonight. It's been a plum pleasing pleasure. I appreciate you all. Again, I'm Krista Cooper. If y'all need help with y'all business when it comes to integration of CRM systems, when it comes to training modules, or when it comes to actually developing your standards operation because your ass is not organized or systemized or automated or digitized and none of that stuff, hit that link that's on the title, please, okay? Because I will help you get all the way together, and I'll let you know when you are not together, and I'm going to give it to you real. I'm not going to give you no fluff, sell you, and leave you halfway hanging, because there's some people out here doing some bad business. That's what we're not doing in 2019, and guess what? We're moving forward. All right? So y'all have a good night. I appreciate y'all. Y'all be good, be blessed, and be safe in all y'all do. Peace.